Is Nokia gonna be the next Wall Street bets? Alright, hey friends, so we're talking about Nokia and we're also gonna talk a little bit about BlackBerry. But the main thing of this right now, everyone is wondering, after AMC, what is going to be the next thing, you know, the Wall Street Bets community, the ape community is going to go after? Because, you know, like, this isn't going to stop. Why would it stop? You know, we've had GameStop, we're in AMC right now, that situation is happening. Well, what's next? There's plenty of options. There's Bed Bath & Beyond. Personally, I have been investing in Nokia for quite some time. I invest in a lot of telecom companies because I think telecom is going to continue to get bigger and bigger going into the future with 5G, even talking about, you know, a 6G later, you know, who knows when. But the word on the street is that Nokia could be one of those stocks that gets focused on for this whole thing happening with the apes and the Wall Street bets, that it could happen. Now, obviously, Nokia is not like this major big money maker of a company where their stock is just, it's going crazy. Now, they are a profitable company. They do what they do, and they have their bread and butter of how they make their income. They do fall short of what they're supposed to make a lot of the time. So the Wall Street hedge funds bet on this, just like they do on how they do on GameStop, how they're doing on AMC, for these kind of companies like BlackBerry, Bed Bath & Beyond to fall apart and to fail. So Nokia has been talked about quite a bit, and if that were to happen, we would start to see that the Wall Street Bets community, Reddit community, ape community would start betting against hedge funds with Nokia, because obviously a lot of hedge funds are betting against Nokia with puts that is going to not make a number of stock share, pricing, contracts, calls, puts, all of that stuff. And if that were to happen, we would start to see the squeeze take place. So what I want to say is, you know, we're in this AMC focus right now. The focus is AMC. That's pretty much what everyone's focusing on right now. But if you have a blackboard, you need to write down other names. You need to write down Bed Bath & Beyond, Nokia, BlackBerry. And also another one that I've heard in the chat rooms is Wendy's. This has been talked about quite a bit too. Wendy's fast food. So obviously the Reddit community, they are looking for underdogs. They are looking for companies that are going to come up short this year, and especially going into next year, that where hedge funds can obviously look at something and go like, oh, that's a retail chain that probably did not do well during the pandemic, and obviously we probably know they're going to have some bad quarterlies. And it's going to be an easy gamble for them usually to buy God knows how many contracts and bet against that company, that stock, and that is where you had the situation take place with the Reddit community coming in and then betting against the hedge funds, that it will actually make its mark, and then we have the clash. So the question is, what is going to be next for the ape community, the Wall Street bets, all that yada yada yada? What is going to be next? So this is just a video to like make you think like what's gonna be next. And when you start to have extra money here, especially if you're in AMC and you've already taken profit, or you're still waiting to take even more profit, because I think that cherry has not popped yet. A lot of people are gonna have extra money here, and as this continues, we're gonna see people just build and build and build. We're seeing new millionaires all the time just off of things like this. So they're gonna be looking to make even more money off of what they've already made. So this is just gonna probably continue. You know, this isn't gonna like really stop, especially where we're at right now with so many companies that have kind of fallen apart, and it's gonna take them quite a bit to get back where they need to be. So very curious to see what happens with this, and this is just something food for thought. Think about what's gonna happen here in the future with all of this. You know, that's why I think it's so important to, if you can, to have money set aside to where you can just easily grab something once you hear it. It's always going to come in those little slivers where you hear something and then you start to hear it more, and then it starts happening slowly. You start to see proof of it. I think that's what's going to happen here with, you know, one of these companies that I mentioned with the next, you know, Reddit community. So friends, I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you some food for thought. But remember, be positive, be you, and I will talk to you very soon. Very excited about the stock market and what's coming the rest of the year. Friends, bye-bye.